So, last game, we were introduced to our band of heroes, and they were introduced to the world that we live in, and they met their sort of quartermaster of sorts, a frost giant known as Vaustan, who gave you your title and that you're sort of the shock troopers of this right this what's the word I'm looking for, this adventuring group, for lack of a better term, to help out the giants in this war of claw and club. And you were told after a bit of conversation that there was a kobold or a cave of some description that kobolds had been seen outside of a day or so ride north of where you were. And then you traveled on your first mission. You picked up some supplies, uh, helped out by Indra, who, was using his merchant background, sort of was able to strike you a deal with a local merchant he'd worked with a little bit. Then you took your ride north, and while you rested in a mid camp in a forest, you were attacked by a deep dragon wormling, I think is the title of the creature. And you guys fought it, you prevailed, you headed through. The next day, you found the Kobold Cave with this really ramshackle wooden spiked fence around it. Again, Indra talked his way in to the camp, and while he kept the kobolds that were at the front of the camp distracted, the rest of our group, Audric, Ymir, and Harrow, managed to get their way in over the wall. A fight ensued. You guys won. You made your way through the cave. The first room was kind of like a puzzle room of sorts, and you had to show yourself draconic to be allowed in. There's this big dragon maw, and one of you had the idea to put one of the kobolds, or like arms or something, inside the dragon's mouth, which clamped down on it, showed that you were draconic. The door swung open to a treasure room where you all managed to pick one trinket up at random, and then following into the next chamber, which had this glass orb with like a gold band around it on both hemispheres, sort of one going north to south and one going east to west. And it had this purple sort of conjuration magic, which I can't remember who it was. I think someone cast detect magic. I can't remember exactly, but sort of detected that it was this kind of conjuration, sort of teleportation, maybe moving space kind of magic. And Audric put it at the top of his wondrous item, which was the stick that could kind of move tiny objects, or I'm gonna rule it that it's like objects can hold maybe like 30 pounds in total, uh, without needing to touch it. And so currently, this is where you are. You're in this sort of stone chamber, and Audric has just sort of attached this to the top of his staff as it sort of orbits it slightly without anyone touching it.
Now, did you write down who got what trinket-wise?
I did not.
Okay. I've not added it to my inventory, but I noticed something for spellcasters, so I don't know if I gave it to somebody else.
I cannot for the life of me remember. I could
Okay.
probably look
I think
back
they were all
at
the kind of
your...
fun trinkets, not the useful ones. But I got
Yeah, I think I got like a
going.
spellcasting focus or something like
Hang
that.
on,
So
I can find out. I can find out dead quick
I
here.
think I might give it to somebody
Did
else.
you get the stick that lets you, Magno display things, and you gave it to Audric maybe?
No, Audric got that one himself. Let me see. I know what table we used, and I can see your roll. You rolled a 43. So you got... no, that's magic items. I don't need magic items. I need the table. Random
The
magic
only
tables.
one who got a use stone at least.
43. Yeah, 43. You got an Orb of Time, which was an arcane focus. While holding the orb,
Clock.
you can take a magic action to determine
It is
whether
morning.
it's morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime. This property functions only on the material plane. Yeah, you got a clock.
I got a clock. Nice.
Yeah, we'll go over everyone, sure, just for the sake of Michael. Indra rolled a. Oh, I remember what Indra got. Indra got a spell scroll, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, got
7.
a
Yeah, you got a spell scroll, cantrip or level 1, which I kind of let you choose whatever you wanted on that one. Audric got an 83, which got him the Staff of Adornment. If you place a tiny object weighing no more than 1 pound, such as a shard of crystal, an egg, or stone, above the tip of the staff while holding it, the object floats. I'm going to give that a little bit more power. I'm going to say like 30 pounds. And then Harrow rolled an 8, which was a Candle of the Deep. No, sorry, my mistake. Cloak of Billowing. Sorry. Apparently I don't know my array of numbers. A Cloak of Billowing. So he can make himself look like Darth Vader.
You'll have to take the cloak of billowing off my cold dead body.
Yeah, a cloak of billowing on a ranger. Oh.
Yeah, like you guys all go to sleep and I just stand there and then I am brood and my cape billows in the wind.
The only way that could be more edgy was if it would be on a rogue.
Not to break tangents too quickly into the game, but I saw a post that's like, there's no wind in space, so all that billowing of Darth Vader's cape, he used the Force to do that himself. And it gives me real vibes of that.
So, Niall, just real quick,
Mhm.
a couple of theoretical questions since you buffed it.
Yeah.
How strong is the magnetism on the top of the staff?
Nothing crazy. It's just it sort of is allowed to like orbit the sort of tip of the staff. The function is still sort of the same, but it just allows you to carry sort of slightly heavier objects.
Okay, and if I were to catapult a longsword into somebody's chest, would you adjust the damage on that, or?
I probably wouldn't, just because the catapult spell is the source of the force.
Fair enough.
So that is where we are. You guys are in the stone chamber. Fuck, I'm still learning everybody's names. Audric, you just have the staff attached, this orb attached to your staff. What do you guys want to do?
I think we were just about to put it away into a bag. That's the last thing we were
Is it just me, Dylan? You sound a little bit like your mic is like a bit far away. Like you're like that.
Oh, I know what's happening.
You get an impression. Hello, how are you today? I'm a small man in a very tiny box.
Rob Brydon.
Yeah, that's the one. Steve King and Rob Brydon.
Who does a lot of Discworld stuff. Have you ever played Discworld Noir? He's the main guy in Discworld Noir.
Okay.
Lovely.
Which when you hear it, you'll never unhear it. Fucking love Discworld.
Yeah, I think Harrow is probably going to be all. It's just a job. It's just a job. Let's get back and hand it in.
So you guys are going to head back to town?
Well, I can't speak for anyone else, but I think Harrow feels the longer he holds a magical MacGuffin in his hand, the more he makes himself and not a giant the target for draconic wrath.
I say
There goes that bell.
Yep.
That's much better. Yeah, great.
Really well.
What time? Never mind. I hold the orb in my hand.
Hold it off my orb!
Is it? What time of day is it?
It's afternoon. That's what you get. You get told whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night. It's afternoon.
At this time, we're back in the mouth of the cave, and Amir, someone lovely declares it's afternoon, and we're like, yeah, cheers, thanks, Amir.
Oh, sorry, Michael, for your benefit, Annam Dra Ha Dun is this gigantically tall, scraping through the clouds, a giant-made mountain, which has as many levels in this above part of the mountain as it does below into the ground. And part of working for the giants is that the party get like a lot of their needs, sort of basic needs like food, water, transport, sort of taken care of as part of like helping out the war effort. So you don't really need to keep track of supplies and stuff like that unless you're going on a super long journey. But each of the party were able to sort of get their own mount to sort of their own style. It's all effectively horses, but I think Audric, did you take a goat or something, or like a giant ram or something? A boar. So just for
Emir took a giant wolf.
That's what it was. So just for your benefit, that's kind of how the resources side is functioning.
Right.
So you guys are heading back to Annam Dra Ha Dun, which I am going to stop saying Annam Dra Ha Dun every time, because I'm sick of saying Annam Dra Ha Dun, so I'm just going to call it the Keep.
The Stronghold.
The Stronghold. So you guys are heading back to the Stronghold. So with it being afternoon, you can probably get to the point where in the forest where you fought the deep dragon wormling again. So you leave through the keep and head south through the Kobold cave, past the walls and to the south. You enter into the sort of misty covered forest again, and you can you settle down for the night. You know, you go to make camp. Your day goes without much hassle now that you've had your fight and everything. So you can settle down to camp, assign watches and stuff like that.
Yep. I think last time Harrow took the first watch, and then as soon as he let himself rest even a little bit, he felt we were ambushed. So this time he's gonna kind of not let that happen again.
What, he's gonna take both watches?
I think he's gonna risk taking a level of exhaustion to kind of keep an eye open the whole night.
Okay.
Didn't you stay up all night last time as well?
He didn't. He did go to sleep eventually.
Okay.
He considered it, but he didn't.
Emir will take one of the watches. Not that he's particularly perceptive.
What were you saying, Indra? What were you saying about?
I was saying fucked up with the rolls, but yeah.
I didn't catch that all. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I was just quite fuzzy.
Don't have the headphones. Saying, last time I was going to fuck it up, but yeah. The same thing. Can you hear me right now?
It's a little bit far away, mumbly.
It's kind of hard to make out. Just I can hear that you're saying words, but I don't know what words they are.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get my headphones.
And well, while we're sorting that, I'm going to look up exhaustion in the new.
So am I here with the party?
Nope.
Or am I somewhere? Okay, cool.
You're not here just yet.
I think the new exhaustion is like -1 to all D20 rolls.
That you're probably right, but I'm just gonna double check.
I mean, I did say risk it. Like, I don't know. Well, you rule it how you will. Maybe a con saver is fair or something.
Well, if you're staying up all night, you're gonna get exhaustion.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, that is fair.
That's 20.
You guys see me now?
Yeah.
While you have exhaustion condition, your food spelling effects.
Each time you receive it, you gain 1 exhaustion. It's underneath.
D20 test affected. When you make a D20 test, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level.
Oh, that's rough.
Speed is reduced by a number equal to number of feet equal to 5 times your exhaustion level, so 5 at 1. And finishing a long rest removes 1 level of exhaustion.
You know what? This works because I can blame me missing my next 4 shots on being exhausted.
Let's call it. Yeah, Fergus was as unlucky as he's been in Strixhaven.
That's classic DM luck, though. Isn't it? Just.
So we have Harrow is taking both and taking a point of exhaustion, and then I heard Audric, are you taking 1?
Yeah, I'll take last watch.
Amir, are you taking 1?
Yeah.
And then Indra, are you taking 1?
Nah, I just have a little bit of rest.
Okay.
Get your beauty sleep.
Indra's gonna sleep. Okay. So first watch comes along. Harrow. Amir, are you staying up with Harrow for first watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he'll just be like whittling something with one of his chisels.
Sorry, you didn't actually call for a perception check. I got ahead of myself there.
I was going to. So yeah, you can either do a perception check with advantage, or you can each do a
I will
perception
give
check.
Harrow advantage because mine's only +2.
Okay.
I'll a second one, and we'll just pick the higher one. 17. We'll take 17.
Okay. Harrow, you are. Where are you taking your watch? Paint me a word picture. You know, Amir is sitting probably on a felled tree, trunk of a felled tree that just looks like a normal sort of log bench for him, whittling away something with one of his chisels. Where is Harrow?
I think I'll position myself the opposite side of the camp to the pack animals, because the horses will smell something far before I do. So I'll trust my guard's instincts, and I'll kind of look out over one way, and if something approaches the other way, I'll hear the horses whinny.
Okay. So you're sort of staring off with your back to the horses, and you don't hear anything, but you sort of you hear kind of like the bowing of like a tree branch above your head, and then all of a sudden something lands on your head.
What the fuck is that? I'm gonna grab it. Is it?
It's a rat.
Yeah, Harrow. Even though Harrow is a little bit desensitized to rats at this point, they still have the propensity to share the shit out of him. So he grabs it and he kind of whistles until he gets the wolf's attention, the giant wolf, and then he tosses it over to that.
I mean, it's just gonna laugh.
Oh, I love it. Okay, other than that, the rest of your watch goes fairly undisturbed. You know, you can catch the odd scent in the air that makes you like, what's that? Or you hear one of the horses sort of stomp their feet slightly or whatever. You know, you're very on edge, but nothing really sets you off. And then we roll down to second watch. Amir, I'm assuming you're going and waking Audric, or are you just falling asleep?
Yeah.
He doesn't, I will, but yeah.
I'll nudge Audric with one of my giant feet, which are probably not far off half his height. And then, literally, before he's even finished waking up, I'm just going to slump on the floor.
Yeah, I'll wake up. I'm just gonna kind of start circling the camp. As I go around, I'm gonna start like creating these little clockwork devices and leaving them around the camp to make random noise to make sure Harrow's still awake because he seems to be drifting off at this point.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so just for mechanically, I need either a perception check from one of you or 2 perception check with advantage, or 2 perception checks.
You can have advantage because mine's +1.
Oh, that's a 12 with advantage.
So you, Harrow, you don't even realize that Amir's gone to sleep and Audric's woken up until you sort of see him pass by in front of you for the first time. And then, yeah, everything's quiet for about an hour, and then all of a sudden you hear like this like ding from over your left-hand shoulder, which sort of throws you off, and you're like, you kind of, right, and then one's directly behind you like half an hour later, and then this sort of, then another one to your right, and this sort of keeps happening fairly frequently. Amir and Indra, it kind of stirs you slightly as well, but you're not on watching, it's kind of back to sleep easy enough. But Harrow, it keeps you, awake, but also quite distracted. And then before you know it, the sun is rising, and it is time to wake the rest of your party members, go through your morning routines as the sun starts to break the skies, but you have a fairly uneventful night's sleep. You all get the full effect of a long rest, apart from you, Harrow. You instead suffer a point of exhaustion, which means, as well, you don't get the benefits of your hit points restoring, or any spell slots.
That's fine.
Anyone have any kind of like insights to their morning routines or anything they want to like share with the party? Like, what your character sort of does when they wake up. What kind of food do they
No,
eat?
I think Harrow will cook a very, very medieval town guard breakfast of like, peace, like, kind of pottage with bits of ham and beans in it and stuff like that. Really, really grizzly gruel. And he'll just eat that with a wooden spoon, very, very slowly and grimly. Not much in Harrow's life seems joyful at this point.
We find out Harrow doesn't actually have any taste buds.
Yeah, the mind flayers took that too. No.
As Harrow starts kind of eating his breakfast, I use prestidigitation to get a little bit of flavour. So it tastes a bit like
The water here is off. The water here is wrong.
it tastes a little bit like blueberry.
Blueberry ham. Lovely. So
Yeah, Harrow will reluctantly affix the cloak of billowing to himself. It's a good bit of cloth. Why not? Make use of it. He feels a bit silly. With a kind of brightly coloured blue and gold trim on it, and he's kind of half thinking about whether it'll ruin his chances of stealth. But he's happy to wear it for now.
as he's having this thought behind him, is just
Yeah, as I'm sitting there eating my porridge, it's like behind me. It's like blowing.
oh,
Those
Lord.
beans
Good
really
on
are
you,
something, aren't they, boy?
It made him wake up, pull out his orb, and shake it like a magic 8 ball, and go.
He's gonna ponder his
Morning.
orb.
He's all got the best magic items for your characters.
Morning.
That's true.
So
We should make time. The longer we stay out here with a magical item, more trouble we're in.
Don't I know it?
What do you know, Audric?
Wow.
A gnome like yourself would stray far from a workshop and a city wall.
Well, I thought I'd come out here and see how things are for myself, and well, apparently they don't take too kindly to non-regulated magical items.
That they don't. Yeah, Link wasn't so bad. As long as you greased the right palms and stayed out of the right ways. Not a bad way to live.
So you start to pack up camp, douse your fire. Harrow, only you can prevent wildfires. So you start to.
Arrows immediately, like kicking over the fire, kind of walking backwards away from the fire.
Emir does his own version of putting out the fire as he's just woken up.
That's good. Maybe they'll think there's a bear here and scare them off.
You all get on to your mounts or your wagons and such, and then you make your way back towards the stronghold.
Is it Indra that got a wagon?
Yeah, I think it is
So
Indra that
I'll
got a wagon. You
I
head.
don't have a wagon.
What was that?
I don't have a wagon or anything. I think it was Ymir who's got a wagon or something.
Maybe.
No, I got a
I
wolf.
remember there being a...
Someone.
I
got a
also
wagon.
remember there being a wagon, but I can't remember who got it.
So, mysterious.
So all I have is a tiny horse.
Mysterious party member gets on wagon. And the rest of you get on your mounts. You continue heading south, and it takes the majority of the day. It's a fairly nice ride. It's a sunny, fairly moderate temperature day. As you keep traveling down, you can see more marring on the ground of different scratches and gouges and potential breath weapon effects before you finally reach the keep, where you see the massive adamantine doors again. You walk through the main thoroughfare, and you sort of remember where you were going to get back to, where Vaustan first met you. and you you get to the wall that you came out from into the main thoroughfare, and you find a rune and manipulate it and open the door, and you make your way through, and Vaustan is in that sort of mission room, receiving room, where you guys initially started off with the several stone tables and uh, chairs and stuff, and there is an additional person in there who you don't recognize.
The giant.
Not a giant. They appear to be a halfling.
Oh, about my height.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, no, slightly taller than gnomes. It's just slightly a bit taller. Let's not be calling me short.
Hello, Vaustan. Hello, little fella.
No. Who said that? The giant fucker.
The
I am
Goliath.
perfectly average for a halfling.
Yeah,
I was actually the tallest halfling born.
They called me the 3/4 fling.
the big blue 8-foot Goliath called you little fella.
I am kind of waddle over, kind of take a close look at him, realize he's actually just about half an inch taller than me, and then mutter something under my breath to make it look like he soiled himself.
Oh god. So
Yeah, I pissed myself out of it.
Piss around, bro.
But it definitely looks like in reaction to you may talking to him.
Okay, good.
Whoa, little fella. I wasn't gonna do nothing.
oh, good, you guys are back. Tell me, did you clear out that? Did you investigate that cave that was reported north of here?
Sure did.
Oh, I expect a report. What happened?
Went in, built some kobolds, found some treasure. Is there something particular you were expecting to find?
No, it's just we're not used to random caves appearing in our territory with kobolds pouring out of it. You killed
Well,
them.
we saw a deep dragon. You know, they dig. It's been known to happen. I'm kind of not averse to giving away the information we've gained or the relic we've gathered, but I'm not going to give it up without an advantage.
A deep dragon, you say?
Yeah.
That is troubling. Who knows what will happen? What's going on underneath our feet? Okay. Well, while you were gone, we had a new draft of characters come into.
You could say it's slave.
We don't like the term slave around here.
Mhm.
Negative
Unpaid
connotation.
worker.
Involuntary workers.
Indenture, sir.
0 hours contract.
Let me just get the name up here. So I'd like to introduce the newest member of your company. This is Bragg. Bragg, you are now a member of the Annam Dra Ha Dun. Take this, and he hands you this.
Yep.
He hands you this sort of carved stone emblem, which is the shape of a closed hand with a finger coming out, and it's to symbolize that you're part of this group.
I'm just gonna throw it in a bag and treat it with the most disrespect I can. Try and break it a bit before it goes in the bag.
So you think it was this deep dragon that maybe created this cave, do you?
Possible.
The inside of the cave was weird.
Weird in what way?
Well, they had dragon statues.
dragon statues.
Yeah.
What was the nature of these statues?
Well, little kobold things, little totems with shit and piss. You know them.
Oh, okay.
Bear in mind, my deception is -2.
I suppose you are lying to him.
Well, it's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll perception check, and I need to look up the stats for a frost giant.
Oh my god.
I don't know these guys. I just met them.
Perfect. That's a 4
I'm not
minus
getting into a
2.
fight.
That's a what?
A 4
Yeah,
minus 2.
Love it.
Come on, that one. No armies.
2024 frost giants.
As long as he rolls a nat 1 or something.
What's inside again? Is it wisdom?
Automatically taken away.
That's wisdom, yeah.
I've used actually, sorry Niall. I beg your pardon. It's not 2. It's actually 1 because D&D Beyond's not automatically added my exhaustion.
Oh yes. Cool. Right, I need to use my phone.
Wait,
for-
don't you mean it's actually 0?
No, it's 2 times his exhaustion level, so 2 times 1 is it's 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So it's actually 0. Fuck
It's
me.
actually 0. So I'm gonna roll anyway. His wisdom is a plus. I was about to say a plus 10. No, his wisdom is a 10. Character. Just roll it off Aurara's character streak. I should probably load up above VTT. He rolled a 12. Sorry.
They beat me by 10. 12.
Made of regular old kobold statues made of shit and piss, you say. And he stares at you dead in the eye, and you know he knows.
Well, at some point, all of this was shit and piss.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, that is true. Why don't you tell me what's really going on here?
You kind of look over at Ranger and go, well, you're the talker.
He sort of shifts his attention to Indra, and he goes, well, what do you have to tell me?
First, just as he said, we don't have too much information regarding it. Apparently there was, traps set up in there, but
Traps?
we're gonna have to investigate a bit more. Yeah.
What kind of traps? What were they guarding?
Not too sure myself because we did some investigation. But if we got any more leads regarding these caves open up, we could have a check. Let you know, but right now we don't have much information about it. You want me to roll? I'd be happy to.
I'm gonna ask you to roll deception check as well for me, Indra. Because you
I
guys
mean, he's not
did
wrong.
you did find the orb.
He didn't lie, though. He said we don't know what they were
He lied
guarding.
by the-
Which
he lied
we
by
know,
the-
because we don't know what it was.
Still good, we need more information.
I like your thought process, and you could be a solicitor, but no, I'm gonna ask for a deception check.
Deception, let's see.
Fucking hell!
20.
Natural 20. Oh my
So
god!
I really screwed the pooch with my kind of bluff, and then Indra swoops in to kind of
I think my characters are only good at lying. Basically, he does. But once I thought I created a decent character, nah, it turns out to be a comeback.
The giant rolled an 8. So, actually, let me just swap this over quickly. Yeah, giant rolled an 8. So, he is going to. Just gonna change this so I have something easier to look at. Right, okay, well. If anything comes to mind, or you have any kind of idea of what was being guarded down there. I see you've come with some trinkets that you did not leave with. So, let me know. You can feel free to rest up here tonight. You know, go find a tavern or something in the lower levels. And, you know, show them your emblem, get you free food and board for the night. And come see me tomorrow. I'll have another job for you.
I don't want to undermine the nat 20 deception. Is Odric like hidden the orb and the floaty orb on top of the statue anywhere? Or is it just
It's
like
in a bag.
out there?
Yeah,
It's in a bag. Oh, sorry,
last I
that-
heard it was in a bag.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, if we'd walked in with it swirling around.
I know what you're talking about. The orb of Netheril. Nope. What do you got there? A smoothie.
Smoothie. Yeah, gnomes are known for their smoothies.
Is that meme from what's called
Yeah,
where
I
everyone's
got
got
it.
a smoothie? He's got like a llama or a goat with him.
So yeah, he said, come back and see him in the morning. I'll have another job for you. In the meantime, you're sort of free. The rest of the day is your own. Free to sort of wander the lower levels of the city if there's anything you guys want to do or explore for.
Now I'm back in safety. I'm gonna try and find some time to get some naps in. Get a long rest in.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, long rest takes one level off, so.
Yeah, which is all he's got. So, it'll work. Something's going on with my above VTT. It's like forgetting the maps that I use. It's really annoying.
Are you using Discord links for them?
Yeah.
Your Discord links expire. That's why it happens.
Good man. That is why that happens. That's so fucking annoying. Right. I'm just gonna quickly create something new here so that we're not all staring at fucking nothing.
So, pub. Like looking at different people and going pub. I like you, little fella.
I'll let you wear this one time.
Oh, actually, this works because one of the
How tall actually is Bragg?
Let me see.
Did you roll for it, Michael, or have you just sort of written it down?
I'll just wrote it down.
Why is above VTT just not working? No, well, don't really need it.
Oh, yeah, he is small fuck. He is quite small.
Let's hear it.
He's a tall 3'9".
What height is Audric?
I don't think I set a height for him, so.
Okay. For some reason,
Average no height is like, yeah,
I thought he was like
2'8".
I thought he was like.
It's like half a minute shorter than you.
Well, that is kind of.
Yeah, so you're literally reaching about him his hip height.
Yeah, but that's where all the damage I can do too. You know.
Right in the dick.
I would like to try and find an alchemy supply store and somewhere I can do some alchemy.
So you can do some alchemy. Okay. So there is a tavern a couple levels down, which Amir, you kind of know of, but you've not had a chance to get into yet. It's just called the Goat's Horn. It's and then you think you maybe stop off there, and then Audric, you might be able to find some alchemy, or maybe even just some alchemical like ingredient shops about the place.
Okay.
So you leave the way you came in, and you eventually head down towards this massive staircase, which is how the levels are sort of navigated in the keep. It's about 600 feet wide, several feet tall, and stone and hill giants are seen walking up and down in company on one side, while the smaller folks climb up and jump down the other sides. These steps are like 2.5-3 feet between, like thick, like tall, so the drop between them is fairly significant. Amir, it's probably like the equivalent of you trying to go up like 2 or 3 steps at a time in like our world. Everyone else, it's like you kind of like have to do like pull-ups and stuff to try and get up. They taper off to the edge, so like smaller creatures are better on like the right at the edge would be a bit of a climb for Odric and Brig, but humans and sort of regular sized creatures can sort of do in the middle. You go down a couple of levels and you pop out into what weirdly seems to be like a village square of some sorts. You kind of not really, you've not been on this sort of level before. You look up and you can see the sky, even though you're underneath the mountain. You're not entirely sure what's going on, but it's this perfect recreation of like, you feel like you stepped outside. The stone of the stairs changes to soft dirt underground, like you're in like a village square. You can feel the wind. You see people tilling the land and actually growing crops. And just above where the crops are growing are these like real like floating nodules of just pure daylight, and that appears to be enough to like nourish crops and the like. And then you sort of ask around a couple of people and you make your way and you find the goat's horn, which is just, I have a map for it. The thing isn't fucking loading. I didn't mean to change you guys, I meant to change me. Let me try re-uploading that there. It's quite frustrating. Give me a wee second. Did it load for you?
Yeah.
It's because it's not loading. It's not fucking.
There we go.
Oh, fucking there it is. Right. It didn't. Right. What's going on here? Let me see a couple of things. So, behind the bar, as you enter into the Goat's Horn, is this sort of balding dwarf with a big bushy beard, and
Is this like an us-sized bar or a giant-sized bar?
That's a you guys size bar. You're in the sort of the lower levels, which are known for a couple of reasons. They're known as the lower levels because they're physically like under the mountain. The mountain goes for miles and miles below. It's also because typically the creatures that are found in the highest density in the lower levels are the lower sized creatures.
Okay.
So you see this sort of balding dwarf. Think about kind of like the bald dwarf from The Hobbit. Big bushy beard, sort of an apron on, and just kind of a wooden tankard in his hand, just sort of cleaning it off with an old cloth. I'm not entirely sure how this looks for you guys versus me, but on the left hand side of the tavern, which would be on your right as you come in, is like a roaring fire, and you can smell like the cedar wood in the air. It seems to be fairly quiet. You guys appear to be the only real people of note in here. There's a couple of tables that have like 1 or 2 people on them. There's a guy who's passed out asleep in a corner booth. But as you enter, the door kind of squeaks open and he looks up and then kind of gets back to his work.
Well, I'll go up and ask for how many? 5 beers.
I think I'm passed out in an alleyway somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk straight up and ask for 5 tankards of his cheapest ale.
Has Harrow actually just passed out somewhere?
No, he's probably trying to get into a cheap hostel for the cheapest rate he can.
Okay. Well, the cheapest rate you can get in is free. A lot of pubs and taverns do have like an inn facility to them, so you could ask this guy if he has a room if you're still with the party.
Badge. Yeah.
So he goes, Aye. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'll be pick a table. I'll be over in a wee second. I'll be 6 copper.
I flash my badge to see.
All right. Okay. All right. It's on the house. I'll just need to fill out this wee invoice and then he sort of goes over to the back room. You can hear like kind of a filling of tankards. Howard, do you ask him about it like a room?
Yeah, well, yeah.
He goes, all right, okay, you
No,
do.
I'll say, I'm happy to pay.
No, it's we're actually not allowed to take your money if you've got one of them. So thank you for showing me, otherwise I could have got in trouble. I have got I've got rooms comfortable enough for most of you, apart from the big fella over there. It'd be quite tight for him, but there's a.
You
room
talking to me?
for you. No, friend. The guy behind you could put 3 of me on top of myself, and I wouldn't reach his face. He goes and knocks out your eels.
What's the flavor profile of this ale now?
That's the flavor.
Sorry, I'm a publican, No,
Give me
jokes.
1 second.
I guess.
It's like drinking Red Stripe.
Oh,
I take a sip, spit it out because it's like awful, and then kind of like press the digitate to make it taste better. I was like, anyone
whereas
else?
Harold will take that and he goes, not bad. It's fresh at least.
Yep. The it's not too bitter. You can taste like not. It's quite a light ale.
Mm,
It's fresh and, as you say.
Exactly what Indra loved.
What was that? Sorry.
It's that kind of feeling that I would love.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of, as soon as you sort of get like the first sort of flavor to it, anyone who's like dead thirsty for an ale just kind of drains it in one, slams
Yeah.
it down.
Light and quaffable session ale. Lovely.
Don't
You
know.
don't
I
have
don't.
anything a bit more like fruity, no?
We've got lagers, we've got wines, we've got I don't know what you want. You ask me, I might have it or not. I don't know.
While these guys are having this conversation, I'm creating like a little remote. It looks like a little remote control, but it's like one of my little devices that's going to cast prestidigitation wherever you point it and press the button. I'm going to spend
that's cool.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes casting it and then handing it to him because we couldn't pay.
You hand it to him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. He's like, all right. Do you mind?
Press the button. It'll clean whatever's in front of you. It'll only work once.
Only work once.
Yeah. I can make you 2 more though.
Right. Then he points it at like the dirtiest cup he's got or whatever, and he clicks the button, and it cleans it. He's like, oh, right. You couldn't teach me how you do that, do you?
I'm afraid not. I'll come here every now and again and I'll make you a few of them. Help you out with the messier jobs.
That would be fantastic. I won't have to. If you make me another one, that'd be amazing. So when someone clogs up the outhouse, I don't have to spend the next hour on my hands and knees.
For the time we're in there, I'll just make 3 more and I'll leave them on the bathroom.
Greatly appreciated, friend. Thank you.
I think I'll be looking out the window at the kind of briefly for a moment with an ale in my hand, looking out on the kind of grassy meadow, enjoying myself for a microsecond before my edgy backstory comes in and I see a rat scamper across the garden, and I'm immediately like,
Funny enough, this rat looks at you and just runs on. Wants nothing to do with you.
oh, nice. Okay.
Have you got one of those dwarven stone brackens?
We're bringing stone bracken in this one as well, are
Yep.
we?
It's the Guinness-like drink from Niall's last campaign, so I'm like, yep, I'm going to bring it through.
I'll try and dig out the actual description for it between games for you. It's one of our more popular drinks. We've only got about half a keg left, but I'll grab you one of them instead. And you fruity man, What is it you're after?
Just grab some fresh fruit, whatever kind of liquor you have, and mix them all together.
he he hands you a an orange, 2 blueberries, and a clear, thick-ish kind of spirit. Just go mad, and a very tall glass.
You're lucky I'm not fucking paying for this. Make me do all the fucking work. If you had pina colada. And then I'm just gonna try and start mixing the. I'm not even gonna peel the orange. I'm just gonna kind of squeeze it, the orange juice like into the glass.
So, having watched this halfling for a couple of hours, or I'm gonna, well, this guy does magic. This guy's got a sword, ain't pretty good with it, and I've got my bow. What do you do? So far, all it seems to do is drink and.
Is that not enough?
Not if you want to fight dragons. No, not really.
Yeah, that's a good point. I could do. I'm gonna use like a druid craft thing to. Yes, I'm gonna make a faint odor of a skunk
Of course, just
within the vicinity. I can do this.
Have you soiled yourself again?
No, but I can do that at any time.
oh, for fuck's sake! And the guy takes his remote and points it at you and clicks the button. Not deal with that in my place. Do that again and you'll be out. You hear me?
Oh, Bahamut's platinum prick. That's a fucking joke. Oh.
I've forgotten your name. Bragg. How much of this spirit do you consume?
Well, it's not. It's like a smoothie at this point because it hasn't mixed properly, so I'm kind of just drinking like
Layers.
layers of grapes, and some of the liquor gets through, so about half of the liquor's gone.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that was just a check. Fuck. Woo!
Feel that way after too much Sambuca.
17.
On save time.
My constitution's like a bed.
You feel like a very aniseedy burn as it goes down your throat, and you feel it starting to like affect your balance a touch. But
Oh god, it is Sambuca.
you are able to resist the majority of the effects of this unknown liquid for now.
That fucker poisoned me. I think that guy just tried to poison me, lads. I can't be sure, but I'm almost certain. Someone else try this liquor.
Yime will reach down and get the drink and take a swig and be like, seems fine to me.
I'm gonna.
How busy is it? Because Harrow can't let a moment just be happy. He's gonna want to talk about the orb, but does he feel there's enough privacy here?
You you know what? I might make an additional in between games. I'm gonna make an additional check. But for now, I am going to ask you make me a wisdom check.
Okay.
I'm gonna make like an ability score. I'm gonna call it's gonna be charisma based. It's just gonna call personality, and it's gonna be based on your character.
Vibe check.
Yeah, vibe check.
Vibe check's with insight.
Dirty 10.
Fuck's sake, the middle of the road.
DM luck is crazy.
You think that there's a couple of people in here, and it's a fairly big tavern. Right by the fire, you've got that sort of semicircle of chairs, and there's a booth right in the corner down there. That sort of circular table on the sort of bottom left-hand side of the map. You think in there could provide some privacy, but then you also remember that this guy says he's got enough rooms for all of yous kind of upstairs, so it might be time to have like a uni style, everyone in the
Yeah.
one's dorm room kind of group chat kind of deal would definitely give you the privacy. But you could
Yeah.
risk it down here if you don't feel like you're that ready to be in that kind of an enclosed space with these people yet.
I think Harrow will try, but he's gonna be incredibly awkward about it. He'll be like, "So, the air is stuffy in here, isn't it?"
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to like produce like a gentle breeze, so it's not as.
No, you're not understanding me.
I don't know
These
what else I
chairs
can do.
are quite firm.
Completely oblivious to what he's saying, I'm going to wander up to the dwarf and ask for a pint glass full of whatever Bragg was drinking.
Right. He goes out the back
He's
and he
firm.
gets this like 2 liter bottle of it, and, just goes, and it's quite viscous. You know, whenever you pour like an oil,
Yeah.
it completely encap like so there's no air flowing because like bloop 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 bloop.
Yeah.
That's the way it kind of comes out.
Laminar flow.
Yeah. And you've got that quite an aniseedy hit. And he goes,
Okay. On the way back to the table, I'm going to press the
Oh.
digitate. It tastes like water, and I'm going to hand it to Bragg. Going, here, drink some water. It'll help.
No, thank you. I'm gonna drink a bit of it and go. It's good. That's some good water.
Jesus
Cool.
Christ, okay.
But I'm also gonna search for like a cushion for Harrow because he just said his chair was quite firm. I was like, right, I'll get you a cushion to work.
So
You know what does have good cushions? Bedrooms. They have great cushions.
Yes.
Well, I mean, buy a guy dinner first.
Right.
Did he just come onto the whole room? I think
kind of.
You know what
If
they
you
say about
strike that way,
rangers?
that's fine. I'm down actually. But
So
Let
I'm
me
gonna
drink
hope
this
that
water
somebody
first.
else knows the language, and I'm gonna flash in common sign, kind of.
oh my
We need
God.
to talk about what we found. We need
I know that
privacy.
language.
Oh yeah, Michael, you missed it last week. Sign language is now like a language proficiency in.
You know, no, I was there for the. I
you were
have
there
it.
for that
for-
bit. Sorry.
I have it as one of my languages.
I thought it was session.
But I wasn't there for the cave thing, so I have no fucking clue
That is
what
true.
he's talking about.
That is true.
Wait, so are you the only other person who's got common sign?
Yeah.
That's perfect. That is so.
And at this point, you know, you've had like call it half your water.
When,
So 'cause
when
it's
you
just
start
water.
doing sign language, Amazing will be like, how much have you had to drink?
Well, we're about to find out. Could you make a
Oh,
constitution?
I'm gonna
saving
drink
throw
some
again,
more
please?
of. I'm gonna try and make some kind of sign language back to him, like saying I have no clue what he's saying, but it's just like gang signs right now. I have no idea what I'm doing.
West side, east side. I'll just keep doing finger guns, which is the sign for soft cheese.
I got a 6. So
Uh,
after the gang signs, I was gonna face plant onto the.
let me check the what do you call it? Where is conditions?
Okay, I was definitely trying to pause a bit.
So you're not blind, you're not charmed, you're not deaf, you're not exhausted.
At this point, he's unconscious.
In fact, I am going to say you are starting to feel the effects of your drinking. I'm going to say you take 2 levels of exhaustion simply because it's not actually exhaustion. When he sleeps, he'll get rid of it all. It's just, I feel like the way exhaustion's written is actually quite good for inebriation.
Yeah, just penalties and everything. You're not like.
So we're going to call it, you take 2 levels of exhaustion inebriation.
Right.
So
This should have a condition
one of my favorites for
toughness.
intoxication was you have advantage on wisdom saves against fear,
and disadvantage on all other wisdom saves.
That's a great one. I haven't quite. This is the first time we've got a party member drunk this game, so I've not quite figured out the rules for this. But for today, it's gonna
First
be.
of many.
Still completely missing all of Harrow's point. Amazing to pick up Bragg and be like, this little fella looks like he needs his bed. And starts wandering up the stairs.
Exactly. Thank you, Amir.
So, Michael, that means currently your D20 tests are reduced by 4. Your speed is reduced by 10. And yeah, so that's it at the moment.
And you're currently being carried by the back of your shirt.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing any kind of checks for a bit until I'm awake.
But you're still
Unless I
awake.
get that, like, I'll get that like random boost of confidence and be like, oh, I'm just gonna go out and run here, and then no one can stop me. And then
Straight into a wall.
like they'll be on. It'll be one of your problems to like go find me.
They've met you for about an hour and a half at this point. I think they'll just leave you. Okay, so
I'm just
Amir,
gonna try as best I can while we head up the stairs. I'm gonna look back to Audric and Indra and kind of go,
Yeah, the follow.
Audric, are you following?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. So you make your way up up the back staircase, and then you are on the second floor of the tavern, with just, it's just mostly rooms. If you think like Oblivion style, it's just, long hallway with a bunch of fucking doors, and all of them seem to be unlocked, and you can kind of choose whichever one you want. No one, they're all is bigger than the other. They're all fairly uniform, but on the inside of them, you can see they've got like a little like deadbolt latch, and then you'd imagine that's about as the most amount of privacy you're gonna get outside of the property that you own.
I sort of throw Bragg on top of his bed.
Okay. It's a fairly
How's
comfy bed, Bragg. It's like, it's not made of like hay, or it's not like scratchy or anything like that. It's a fairly comfortable linens.
I'm kind
as
of like
well as
at that.
most of this guy's out, because those of us who were there in that cave, we need to talk.
Well, I'm kind of in that level of drunkenness where my head's just like kind of nodding, like oh yeah, meh. So I won't remember this conversation.
If we come home and sorry, I beg your pardon. Is it Vantros? Was the quartermaster Vandris or something?
Vaustan.
Voltran.
Not
Vaustan.
Voltron. Vaustan.
Vaustan?
I'm
Vaustan.
not having this. It's not Voltron.
If we'd come back and Vaustan had said there was a magic relic and he'd sent us to get it, it'd be simple as that. But he didn't. He either knew what it was but wouldn't tell us, or he didn't know, which makes it worse. And I don't think we should get a handle on what this thing is before we pass it off. That's my 2 cents anyway. My 2 copper
agree with
pieces.
Any idea on where to get the information? I was thinking maybe hit a library, get some information regarding.
Well, I ain't no magic item specialist. I say kind of turning to look at Audric, but that'd be a good
Yep.
place to start.
Would I know of anywhere outside of the Free Cities that might have information about these, or even actually within the Free Cities?
Or in Annam Dra Ha Dun, even.
Yeah. Well, I probably wouldn't know too much about this place in particular, but
Yeah.
So
Although getting information from Dra Ha Dun, it could be a bit risky because
Yeah.
Yeah, I think-
controlled.
Yeah.
Indra and Emir would probably know the most about Annam Dra Ha Dun.
How does Amir feel about this, by the way? Because I'm not quite betraying giants, but I'm basically saying, I don't know.
Emir didn't actually grow up with giants. Like his dad is also a frost giant Goliath, but doesn't know, has no ties to his family. So Emir sort of settled that, sort of like gone out
Harrow
in
doesn't
search
know that.
of
He's
his
more
giant.
just trying to figure out how you what vibe you're giving off right now.
Yeah. Not that fussed. Like, happy to work with giants.
So if people are asking like where's the best place to get information or what people know, if people just want to give me like a straight history check for anyone who wants to like what do I know about what's potentially going on, I can provide like a little bit of potential context.
I've got a +0. Might as well give it a crack.
You
You
might
can give me an advance.
A flat 10. What
I'd
is
like to
luck?
check it. Well,
I got a flat 2.
Sorry,
Ah,
a couple of people talking to me at the same time.
I've
What's going on?
got a 5 and
I
an
got the highest for the flat 10.
I was going to ask if someone could assist me for me to get
See,
advantage.
it's about your
Yeah.
own history.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I did think that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Oh,
just gonna
yeah,
take
I don't know.
one lucky point.
okay.
A lucky point.
Oh wait,
And
do I have
roll with that. Oh, fuck off! It's still a 9.
Yours actually isn't the highest,
That's-
Harrow, because we've not removed your exhaustion, so that's -2. So you actually have an 8. So we've got
So I'm the highest.
Yep, we've got an 8, a 2, an 8, and a 9. So, which I think is quite fitting. None of you really know where to start. None of you have really encountered a magic item like this before. You can kind of, Audric, you can appreciate the craftsmanship, like getting some kind of orb of energy inside a glass or crystal ball with some banding around it. That's difficult. You've not been able to pull anything off like that so far. Indra, this is probably worth a hell of a lot of money. You've been merchanting for a while now, and you've not come across anything as grand as this. Harrow, you've seen some really seedy underbelly shit in your time. You've seen stuff completely out of this world. Never seen anything like this. And Amir, you till fields.
Yay, farmers! Farmers.
Farmers.
Did we check to see if there's any like writing or anything on the bands?
He didn't.
Is there?
No.
Sometimes questions are simple.
There's not any kind of like draconic or common or anything like that. The gold banding has like an intricate design, but as far as you can tell, just for flair.
Yeah.
You don't know if there's a way that it like manipulates into a way of working. The bands move slightly, like kind of like you want something set into a housing and it's not like flush to it. You can kind of the band slightly, but you don't know if that accomplishes anything. You don't know if there's any kind of way to manipulate this or hold this or whatever.
Has anyone got identify yet?
Anyone got what?
Identify.
I do have identified, but I think
identified
someone already
it.
tried it last time. Yeah.
I've already identified it when we found it.
I thought we had.
I couldn't remember if it was detect magic
Yeah,
or
we
identify,
don't-
but I think it was identify.
Yeah, I identified it and didn't get enough information properly. And yeah, I don't know. Can I try to cast comprehend language?
Comprehend language?
Ritual cast comprehend language. Yeah, just
Yeah,
so
you
it
can absolutely
will be
cast.
clear.
Absolutely cast comprehend
Yeah.
language on it.
Could you remind me which
Couple
magic types it was? I'm gonna say.
It was
Conjuration.
conjuration. I think I couldn't remember. I was like a teleportation-y kind of style.
There was-
Magic. I couldn't remember what
Yeah, I
that
also
was
spell was.
conjuration,
that's
that's
usually
divination.
conjuration in D&D. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you cast comprehend language on it, and you can see that it's not a language. It's not a language or any kind of runic script or anything like that. There's some way to manipulate this thing, whether it's a command word you don't know, or whether it's a way to hold it or cover certain parts of the banding, or maybe even that movement is important, or if it's a combination of a lot of different things. You're not sure, but you know that this thing is heavily, heavily magical.
I'm gonna ask Indra if there's a library in this stronghold.
To be fair, I was gonna just library as well, so we don't really go any information. We could just research on our own, get some insights and stuff.
You're not aware of any big libraries.
That's not one for reading. Oh,
You are aware, like you've heard rumor of a couple of floors down on like a couple of the lower floors. There's maybe like a high level mage of some description. In that in Annam Dra Ha Dun, there are places in this world that have libraries. Indra, that you've probably come across in your days of merchanting, but there's been nothing too grand. And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you've been more about kind of like religious artifacts and sort of more opulent stuff to try and make your way in the world rather than necessarily like deep arcane knowledge.
Yeah.
Like I could be speaking out of turn there, but that's kind of the vibe I get with your character.
That definitely it is. I've just come across magic recently, so.
So I was just gonna kind of stand up and go, well, these are my kind of theories. So it's some kind of ancient weapon. It's a key to some kind of ancient weapon, or it's the key to some kind of vault.
What kind of dragon statue did we encounter? The rare one, moon dragon or something.
A moonstone dragon, yes. There's a moonstone dragon in there.
Moonstone dragon. I think we should check into moonstone dragons as well, just since it seems peculiar.
I'm about to ask a question which I think I've just seen the answer to. Who's the resident party note taker? It looks like it might be Dylan tapping away on his keyboard there, but it's like, who's keeping track of this stuff? Because it's episode 2, and let's not lose track of what's going on.
I'm keeping very rough notes.
That's fine, as long as there's something, because I ain't doing it.
Well, you are doing it. You've got the video going.
I just get very strong vibes of each character, and then I remember the vibes of each character. So I can remember people, but not the things.
I'll just all I ever write down is my loot.
Loot. Okay, excellent.
You hear a on the door.
Go in.
I reached to go look through the keyhole, but by that they've already said come in.
Well, do you guys not lock the door?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I'm fucked.
So I'll try. If there's a peephole, I'll try and look for it. If not, I'll try and kind of.
You sort of see the top of like a bald head. Do you guys want refreshment or drinks?
Nah.
I'm gonna quickly turn around. Oh yes, can I get some of that water that you? And then the sentence will just trail off just into nothing.
We would like our privacy, if you catch my meaning. I'm just going to leave the implication there.
Alright, I'll bring a water up, sure, and leave it outside the door.
A giant walk into an inn.
I'm gonna give the guy finger guns, sloppily.
I mean,
he can't see you through the door.
He can't see you through the door. I'll bring a water up and I'll leave it at the door, sure. But yeah, I'll give you your privacy. And you kind of just trots off back way down.
I turn and go, hey, it's better if he thinks we're shagging than we're plotting.
Harrow's gonna try and barely, stifle a yawn, and go doesn't look like we've got much to go on then. See what tomorrow's mission holds.
We should find somewhere to stash the orb. I feel like if it's on us and something goes wrong, it might go missing.
I thought you were about to say go boom.
All that. But if that happens, that won't be by accident. I'll be because I made it.
I take your point, Audric, but what if, 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 What if we have to beat hypothetically a hasty retreat from Annam Dra Ha Dun? We'd want to have it with us.
Yeah.
I miss Bastion because I was able to give sort of gentle steering with my DMPC, but I can't do it anymore.
I think we should keep being a person. Just, a bit more careful, basically.
Now, not to offend anybody, but I've known you guys a day. Which of us do we trust to carry it?
Why is the Lord of the Rings
It's just a bit in your birth.
Who will carry the all?
Oh my god!
I
will! I'm the halfling! I will take it to wherever the
Exactly. And not that halfling. Slightly.
fuck want me handling this
We
all.
wanted Frodo, we got Pippin.
I think correct. I actually think you would be the most reliable Harrow, because we all know you can't lie.
That's a good point.
I don't know if that's true. But as I say this, my teeth are like whistling through the hole of my cheek. I can lie when the occasion calls for it, but I just
I think he's having a stroke.
And I'll kind of unsling my kind of rough right packsack and I'll say, if you want me to, I'll carry it. What's another piece of crap in this old junk? I'll kind of open up my thing. It's really not very good, my equipment. I've got some oil I've been trying to oil down my bowstrings with, but as you saw last week, my crossbow is not very well maintained. I live very modestly. I've kind of given up on self-care, as we'd call it. But I'll kind of.
I just kind of look expectantly at I cannot remember your character's name, Alex. Just completely
Amir.
Amir. I just look expectantly at Amir, expecting him to hand it over.
Does Amir have it? Oh, because he's got the bag.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck does Amir have it?
Yeah, it may pass it over.
Put it in. Right. Well, I didn't sleep so well last night. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm gonna try and get some shut-eye in.
Okay.
keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Lie. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to either a different cot in this room or a different. But narratively, I'm gonna spend the rest of this downtime day sleeping off my sleep deficit.
Okay, cool. What would other people like to do?
So the library was a no, right?
There was no library that you are aware of in Annam Dra Ha Dun, but you have heard a rumor of some kind of master mage on one of the lower floors.
Yeah, if I get out, I'll go check that. I think I can ask the barkeep for information and then have a check.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I believe, Audric, you were looking for some kind of alchemical supplies?
Yeah, and someone said just do a bit of brewing, alcohol brewing. Oh.
Master Mage might have
Well,
some alchemical brewing.
Are we having all down there with our badges?
Yeah.
I thought you were brewing in our city.
Yeah, because
What was that, sorry?
Audric, I believe you want to check on the library as well, so...
Are we allowed down there with our
together.
little emblems? Because I thought you said we allowed in the top part of the city.
No, we're allowed in the bottom city because that's where we live, and then the upper city we're allowed in only for giant.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably go down with Indra then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amir and Bragg, what are you guys doing?
I will
I'm
also
having
be
a look at
asleep.
something now.
Okay.
On the way out, I bring the water inside. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Bragg, it's just regular water this time, and when you drink it, it tastes like piss. It's nowhere near the same water you were drinking previously.
Too drunk to realise though. Just I down it, then face plant onto a pillow.
You escape a hangover in the morning. Amir, what are you doing, sir? Are you just staying drinking, or you going to do, or?
Well, I'm just double checking how crafting rules work because I want to make a portable ram. I don't know how big it is.
A portable ram?
Yeah.
As into like...
It's like a 4-person ram. I don't think it's that
through a
portable.
door?
It says it's
It's
35
portable in the
pounds.
sense of it's portable in the sense it can be carried, not wheeled, but it's not like
It says
pocket
it's
ram.
35 pounds.
It's lighter than the halfling he just carried upstairs.
Yeah, it's more the size I'm worried about. Where's he gonna put it? On his back?
Well,
It's
no,
like a SWAT
actually,
team ram, you know, one of those. Just...
yeah, I'm thinking more like a SWAT
okay.
team ram.
Okay,
Because
you know what?
it doesn't say it's a 4-person ramp, it just says it's adventuring gear. You can use a portable ramp to break down doors. When doing so, you gain a +4 to strength checks.
You know what?
One other character can help you use the ram, giving you advantage on this check.
You will need to find the materials for it, but
That's what I mean.
A lot. Yeah.
So I'm just checking how crafting works because I've got the proficiency and the tools to make it. I just need to get some.
Yeah. Okay. So while you're looking that up, Amir, I'll get started with Indra and Audric. So you guys head downstairs and talk to the barkeep, if I understood your next protocol correctly.
Yep.
So what do you say to the barkeep? You made your way downstairs. He's back, kind of like looking at that remote, see if he can figure out what makes it work. Like, see if he can figure out how to like recharge it. He kind of like put one of the ones he's already used. He like puts in the water, and like it doesn't do anything. He's like really messing about with it, trying to figure it out.
You'll need a lot of practice to get that working, friend.
It seems like it.
Speaking of magical implements, we're trying to find the mage and would like directions down to his lab.
I've heard rumors of. So right now you're on the second floor, the second lower level. I've heard rumors that there's some kind of fancy wizard tower on like the 5th level. So if it takes a wee minute or two to get down there, but as far as I'm aware, you can't miss it. But that's as much as I know. I don't know who they are or what their deal is, but I've heard rumors of something magical on the 5th floor.
Good to know.
And I guess we can head off.
Yeah, I guess we go that way.
Okay, so you guys, it takes like 3 or 4 hours to climb down, especially with a gnome, considering he's got to go down on like the absolute, not too bad going down. Coming up's gonna be a bitch, but he's gonna like go down at the lowest point. It's gonna take a while, but it takes you like 3 or 4 hours. Excuse me, until you come down into a fairly similar looking village square. It's a slightly overcast sky rather than a perfect replica of the outside. But again, you see, you got the soft earth, dirt on the ground. You've got a nice smell of like breeze and nice like you would think you're on the what's the word I'm looking for, on the surface, and you're sort of wandering around for a wee bit, and then eventually off in the distance you see this big like 100-foot, like right up to the ceiling, massive pillar, big like a tree trunk, big thick tree trunk that then like branches off as it goes higher up. There's like but you can see, you would have thought it was a tree if not for like you could see like little windows and stuff, like little round windows and everything, and the fact that it's absolutely massive.
I crane my neck to look up Indra and go, I think he might be compensating for something.
They all are classic wizards.
I'll let you do the talking.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're just gonna go. I'm usually shit at talking. Okay.
So you approach the tower, and as you get closer, you see it's not actually made out of wood. It seems to be this really highly polished and um what's the word I'm looking for? Carved, like brown stone. So it gives off like a bark and timber effect, but it's actually made out of stone. Which I think, the Audric, you're looking at this, and you're like, that is some level of craftsmanship. But I just said craftsmanship because. So before you knock on like the door, you see this sort of regular looking like wooden door. This mouthpiece appears in the center of it. Before you make contact, and it goes, "Hello. Who is approached?"
Hi there. It's Indra. I'm a merchant, and I've got our friend just to talk to the wizard. We're here for get some supplies and maybe some information.
I mean, I can certainly give
Go
some
with Annam
supplies at
Dra.
a price. But what kind of information are you looking for? You can appreciate that a wizard of my standing would be fairly. I don't really take just anyone. Like what brought you here?
Just need more info. We just need some information for a mission we're doing for Annam Dra Ha Dun. Just
Oh,
just information regarding the lore and all the lore with the dragons and stuff.
okay.
Also, we would love to buy some alchemy supplies, which would aid us in our journeys.
I can certainly give some alchemy supplies. That won't be a problem. Who are you? Who are you working with? Who are you reporting to in Annam Dra Ha Dun? For it, his name is Vaustan. Just before you have to go try
Yeah,
through all your
Vaustan. Yeah, thanks.
notes.
Yeah, it's Vaustan.
Oh, you guys have been assigned to Vaustan. Interesting. That's They must see a lot in you. Okay. Come on up. Stand in the center of the cylinder, and then press the top button, and you'll come right up. And you hear like a and a big blue flash as this arcane symbol on the door dissipates, and sort of swings open, and you see a decent size, probably could have accommodated the whole party. This like big cylindrical tube, like, or holding space with these like big runes and drawings and all on the center of the floor. And you see on the far wall is a set of buttons, and he told you to press the top button. Both of you stand in it, press the top button, and then nothing happens for a second, and then Audric, you notice it first because you're closer to the ground. The runes and the drawings sort of start to coalesce and join together, and then this big blue flash happens, and you guys get like to whatever floor of this wizard's tower, and in front of you you see two humans, both male, one slightly taller than the other. The shorter one has like brown hair, about shoulder length. Did I say they're both male? Shoulder length, brown hair with like a bit of a goatee, and then the other one standing beside him is, like I say, slightly taller, slightly broader, slightly longer hair, leaning more brown to black, and both of them are kind of in like fairly standard wizard robes. The taller one, slightly darker robes than the smaller one. Hello, my name is Owen, Master Wizard of this of Annam Dra Ha Dun and of this tower. I feel like Fergus has clicked something from that smile. I'm not gonna say anything. I just saw a smile. I was like, oh, I think something's clicked there. So what? Let's start with the information. What can I do for you, and then we can work on the alchemical supplies and maybe a space to work on.
The information would be regarding the missions that we were doing recently, because we've been assigned to investigate like a cave where we found some traps and stuff. But we could not really hack it. So I was thinking get some more information regarding what draconic ruins and also this particular moonstone dragon.
Interesting.
Well, I
Did
guess.
you fight a moonstone dragon? Because no
We didn't
offense,
fight
but
the
if the rest
we
of
didn't
your
fight the dragon.
oh, okay.
It was just peculiar, and also sense was asking us about asking us whether we found something important. I don't know what we're looking for. It would be great if we actually knew what we were looking for as well.
So, unfortunately, despite being a wizard of some repute around here, I more get asked for magical fixes on things and helps on defenses. I seem to I sort of specialize in like defense magic for how to help out around here, but I don't really get much mission information unless people like yourselves come and ask me for my counsel. He turns to his apprentice and he says, Alex, go to the bookshelf over there and get me my tome on the Moonstone Dragons. Be about third from the right on the fifth row. Best I can do is offer you some research tomes I have on these Moonstone Dragons. I have copies, so you can take it with you. Please return it when you're finished, preferably in the condition you get it in. Sorry, I didn't catch either of your names.
It's Indra and Audric.
Oh, okay, Indra and Aldrich. You have piqued my interest, so I'm going to do something I don't normally do. And he hands you like a slip of parchment, and it has like a drawing of like several drawings of like a stick figure, kind of making various sort of hand motions. If you perform that at my door, it'll break the arcane lock and you can come in, but please and come up to this floor, top floor, and announce yourselves, and if no one's here, leave, or if you need to take something, write a note or something, just like I'm trusting you with a lot here. So without any more information about what it is you were looking for, I can't really help. But if you need information on Moonstone Dragons, this should be able to help.
I believe back in Link, I read something about a magical weapon or a key, slightly orb shaped.
Oh, that could be any number of things. I mean, we have orbs.
Apparently, it's related to the Moonstone Dragons.
Well, Moonstone Dragons typically are radiant in nature, so they could have like. If something had managed to capture the essence of a Moonstone Dragon, you could have like a rechargeable orb of like a Moonstone Dragon's breath weapon. That'd be interesting. Alex, write that down. Try to find a way to harness dragons' breath weapons into reusable orbs. I will need to ponder on that. But
He said it. He said the thing. Ponder. Wizard said the word ponder.
Alex, at this point, sort of walks over to like a scribing table of some description, gets out some parchment and pen, and you can see sort of says, "Yes, master," and walks away, but he's a bit miffed. You can see he's not happy about having it. Feels like a bit of grunt work. And Owen continues on this pondering for a while. There's all kinds of types of orbs. We've got like orbs of destruction, orbs of transportation, orbs of there's so many. There's orbs of transmutation. It could be. Unfortunately, an orb is not much to go off. Orbs related to moonstone dragons.
So there'll be orbs of summoning, something like that.
Orbs of summoning. Well, you could, be anything from summoning an act. Like if it's related to a moonstone dragon, you could be summoning a moonstone dragon of some, like whether it's on your side or not, or it could be summoning any kind of powerful creature. It could be summoning one location to another in some kind of trying to break convergence or something along those lines. Unfortunately, this is not a lot of information to go off.
Yeah.
If you find this orb and bring it
chance
to
you
me,
would
I
have
could
to-
potentially study it if you need more information, but without it, I'm working on complete blind theories.
I think I'd be able to, like, maybe do a check whether he's being honest about it, or
Yep.
just whether he's
Roll
in cahoots
me-
with the dragon. Yeah.
Roll me an insight check, please.
Oh, that one. I'm gonna use my lucky point again.
Okay.
Last one.
Absolutely.
Why am I rolling shit when it comes to it?
How many of those do you get a day, Sridhar?
Two per day.
2 per day. It used to
Is
be
it-
3. That's why I was
It's
like-
it's basic. Yeah,
Okay.
it's basically just your proficiency or
Adventure.
something.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I like that. I mean, I won't when you guys
As
get,
you get
if you
6
get
for
to
it
about
at level
20.
20. Oof.
I'll be like, for fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Have you rolled your lucky?
Sorry, I'm just gonna roll now. Yeah, I've just used lucky. That'd be a 12.
12. You seem to feel like he's being fairly genuine. He's sort of, he's keeping eye contact. He's not stammering over his words. He appears to be thinking in a fairly free-flowing manner with, like, sometimes he's able to find, kind of like me at the minute, he's able to find the words he wants to say, or other times he's stuck in a thought, sort of stroking his facial hair slightly, and you get the feeling that he doesn't appear to have an ulterior motive.
I kind of go, okay, maybe this will help, and I use prestidigitation to create like a small version of quite a bad approximation of what the orb will look like to try and not give away that we know that we actually have it.
Okay, was this it's a fairly blurry image. He's sort of looking on the sides and all this. What
We've seen
what was that, sorry?
Yeah, we've seen some illustrations of the thing in the cave, but that's what we can.
Oh, so you've seen
away from it.
approximations of it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
If you can find it, I'll definitely have a look at it. I'll go through my collection of tomes here to see if there's anything I can see. I'll just consult the texts, but I don't know anything off the top of my head off this, but it seems like I have a new challenge. I always appreciate a new challenge.
And in case we find it, is it all right if we bring it directly to you first before taking it to the
I mean,
guidance? Because if it's a weapon of mass destruction, I'd rather be comfortable, making sure it doesn't fall to the wrong hand.
I mean,
Maybe.
The wrong hands depends on your view of the world, really. I mean, if you're working for the giant side in Annam Dra Ha Dun, the wrong side would be the dragons, who we are apparently trying to find this and take from. So to them, we're the wrong hands. It's very subjective, but as taking it to me straight away, I mean, you might get away with it if you then tell Vaustan that you've given it to me for research, but he might want to make that call or need to consult higher command for that. It's a
Would-
risky business. I can't say that. I can't straight up condone it because I don't know Vaustan's orders or feelings on it.
I'd rather, have peace. By the way, it's just going to be used. It's a weapon, but yeah. Just double checking. Not that we have it or anything, anyway.
I mean, not all orbs are weapons. It could be, as I think, Odric, was it?
Yes.
I think he was alluding to as potentially some kind of weapon or a key to a weapon or something along those lines, but it could be its own standalone artifact. It could be part of a bigger picture. I honestly can't tell until I get a chance to really run some tests on it and look at it. If you manage to find it.
All we really want to do is make sure we're not against anybody.
I mean, if it is a powerful weapon, it could be used to end this war for good, which, regardless of which side wins, would be good for folks like you and I.
Yes, that's true.
And if there's nothing else on this mysterious orb or moonstone dragons, I believe you were looking for some alchemical supplies as well.
Yep.
Guys, yeah.
Okay. I have a fairly extensive inventory, and if you're working for Vaustan, I'm not really allowed to take your money for it, so, unless it's something fairly exotic. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking to make some alchemist fire, maybe some acid.
Sure. Are you looking to make it, or are you looking for it pre-made? Do you like to mix your own strength, or do you want to, something to
I like
a
it.
base layer to work
I
on?
would like just the basic stuff would work. If you have it pre-prepared, I'll take it.
Okay, I have enough ingredients to make 6 alchemist fire, and I have 3 ready to go, and I have fairly limitless supply of different types of acids.
Dill, if it colours your choice, it costs you half the GP to produce it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the cost is to buy the item, producing it costs half the gold value.
Yeah, but if you're rolling that one, that's your level 1 character dead.
And then time is gold cost divided by 10. So if a heavy crossbow costs 50 gold pieces, then it takes 5 days to make.
I think I'll just take the ones he's got pre-prepared for now.
Yeah.
Also, you're getting it for free, so technically.
No, I more meant if you wanted to
himself, I understand.
If you wanted to buy a kit and then you could make it whenever. Then
yeah.
No, I'll just take what he's got for now, and
I mean, the only type of acid we really don't have on great supply is acid samples of black dragon breath. But other than that, we have whatever kind of weak or strong acid you want. We probably have in store.
I'll just take your basic acid, because I just want to try it out. One of my friends crossbow bolts more than anything.
Ah, you're making custom arrows. A great pastime. You're somewhat of a tinkerer, I see.
Indeed. I do have a favour to ask. I know it's a bit early to be asking favours.
Mm-hmm.
There is a certain innkeeper who has requested this minor arcane knowledge. He wishes to be able to create trinkets to help him clean his bar. I was wondering if maybe your assistant could help him in learning this.
He turns to Alex, who has almost a visible scowl on his face, kind of set a couple of bad questions away from cracking the facade. He goes, well, we are fairly busy, but Alex could do with the interpersonal skills, shall we say, that it comes to working with some of the more non-magical folk. I tell you what, I'll assign Alex and his apprentice to go and potentially. What what innkeeper, what inn are we talking about here?
Oh, you remember the name of the inn?
The Goat's Horn?
The Goat's Horn. You never actually asked the innkeeper his name, so you don't know his name, but it's the innkeeper at the Goat's Horn.
It's the innkeeper at the Goat's Horn, the short, bald dwarf. He's a jolly fellow. Not really, but I'm going to call him Jolly.
It's it'll be lower on our list of priorities, but we'll get to him. What do you think, Alex? Within the month? Yes, master, within the month.
Understood. Of course, in exchange, I'll bring you any extra supplies I have.
Oh, that would be greatly
Any
appreciated.
any research we find.
He flicks a sort of metal device towards you, Audric.
I try and catch it.
Yep, you catch it, no problem. I'm not gonna make you roll a dex check for something like that. It seems to be this little metal cuboid with a circle in the middle with kind of like a speaker, like that kind of texture, like hashed lines, vertical and horizontal, and a button on one side, and essentially it's a sending stone. He says this will connect you directly to me, and me to you, and therefore if you wish to come and use the tower or consult, or if you find what you're looking for, or even have a question out in the field, contact me and I'll let you know what my availability is, or if I'm able to help you. I might not always be able to get back to you straight away, but this way your mission interests me and seems to be of a bit of importance, so this way we can keep in contact.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll keep it in
Appreciate
mind.
it.
Does it have a limited range, or?
As long as you're in this plane of existence, you should be able to reach me. Like I said, I can't promise to always be able to respond, but you'll be able to reach me.
Thank you. If that's everything, we thank you for your help, and we will be back with supplies.
Okay, I look forward to it, and good luck in your treasure hunt, shall we say.
I kind of waddle over and kind of stick my my very short arm up to shake his hand.
He stoops down, pulls his sort of hands out of his robes, out of his sleeves, reaches down and shakes your hand. I cannot speak tonight.
Yes, I'll head back at least to the inn.
Yep, you guys stand back on that sort of magical platform and hit the sort of, there's only one sort of button within your reach at this point, which Owen points out to you. You hit it and it takes you down to the bottom floor again. You work your way. Audric, it is an absolute pain in the ass for you to go up these stairs. It's like you've done like about 700 pull-ups. You're absolutely jacked at this point. You make your way back to the inn. You don't know what time it is, but the reflection of the sky above has gone to like twilight, like a late twilight. Like the sun is down, the moon is kind of like, the moon is mostly up. There's not really any clouds. It's quite starry. Yeah. You head back to the inn. Do you guys then try and like gather the party again, or are you guys just all taking a long rest?
I
we
gather
should
the
probably-
party
Yeah, we
explains
should
that to
probably
them first.
What was that, sorry?
As I gather the party, we'll talk about what happened and then decide on a long rest.
Okay, so
Get it?
you go along, you knock on sort of everyone's doors and kind of try and come back together into one sort of room to discuss what's happened. Harrow, do you wake up or are you just sleeping straight through?
No, I'll try and wake up if I can.
Okay, so guys, let's say you all convene back in the original room.
While they went off to meet the wizard, can I have sourced 2 gold's worth of wooden materials for the ram?
Yeah, I'll say you'll have gone back to that
Please.
original merchant that Indra brought you to in the last episode, and you know it would have been 2 gold, but you know you flashed your emblem, and you kind of you got it for free. It's a good wood, you know, it's pliable, and Strong, like an ash wood.
Nice.
So you've sort of been working on that this whole time. I would need to look
Yeah,
at
what you call it?
practical
It says
skill.
any sort of like fraction of a day gets rounded up to a day, but
Yep.
it would be like half a day if it wasn't being rounded up. So
No, that's fine. You take you'll be working on it while these guys talk. How much is the battering ram worth?
4 gold.
So
So
what did you
like
say? It's 4 divided by 10. Did you say? What's
yeah,
the...
so it'd be like
So you do it today.
yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
So you have it finished. You're sort of polishing it off. For what's the word, for flair, if you want to work any kind of like metal work into it as well, like a metal
Okay.
the end of it so that it's a bit more reinforced or whatever. It won't really have an effect on it, but you can if you want. So you're sort of putting the final
Yeah, I'm
touches
gonna
on
make
it.
the head look like a ram's head.
I love it. Don't forget to name it. So you are working on the end of it as Audric and Indra come back in to try and convene the party together. You're kind of your floor is just full of wood shavings, and there's been a couple of noise complaints, but Indra and Audric convene the party together and convey what happened.
Brag awake.
Bragg, are you awake?
Well, you're like doing it in the room that I fell asleep in, so kind of just there for it.
Yeah.
I'm half awake for it. God.
You've got a slight sore head, and you've sobered up enough that you will remember this conversation.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's fair.
Do we trust them? So, I'll try and
Well, it's
say
not a
this.
question of
Yes.
do we trust him. It's can we kill him and nobody will find out. And I think the answer is no. So we have to.
Well,
I will also not go down quietly.
well, let's put this in a way that he won't understand. So, nobody knows what the thing that we didn't find might be. We have a friend that will do research on it for us, but has asked us to bring it to them if we ever do find it, which we definitely haven't.
Right.
Also,
I can't follow that.
what was that? What was that?
he's also
Can't follow it. No, right over it.
Right over
I'm
here.
lost.
The
He's
code
also
is too impenetrable.
it also says that he'll do research on the creature that we found the statue of.
Right.
I promised to bring him like alchemical and magical supplies in exchange for him helping the innkeeper learn some magic. And that was about the gist of it, really, I think.
Then we're just gonna trust the wizard, but he seemed to be an alright guy, but in the end, I think we ain't gonna have to go with it. We don't find anything about it.
Oh, and Harrow, next time we have some downtime, I'm going to fuck with your arrows a little bit.
A choice, okay.
Cool. So I guess we all rest and go to Vaustan tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys all get another long rest. Any levels of exhaustion are rescinded. Well, you only had one level. Harrow and Bragg's is more inebriation, so you're all fully rested up, assuming everybody sleeps.
Yeah. Do you think I will still get some time in between to read the tome, or nah?
Yes, you can. You won't get much. You'll get like an hour's worth, shall we say. And let me just pull up Moonstone Dragons. Oh, excuse me.
I'll probably take it off him in the morning to read it when I wake up. So
another hour.
No, I don't want to look at Emerald Dragons. I definitely said Moonstone Dragons. Why'd you do this? Just show me the Sometimes D&D Beyond annoys the life out of me.
What's up with it?
It's just it didn't actually load the monster stat block. It just kept telling me this is how you design a Moonstone Dragon, and this is how you do a Moonstone Dragon adventure. And all this bollocks. And I'm like, this is not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a stat block. Right. So you learn that Moonstone Dragons can grow to gargantuan in size if they make it to full ancienthood. They're typically sort of neutral to the events that are going on around them. They're as strong as a typical dragon would be. They're very charismatic. They are decent spellcasters, and they have two different types of breaths. One that makes creatures fall unconscious, and one that deals radiant damage. And that is really about as much as you're about to learn. It kind of goes all into the ins and outs of it, about how they're able to grow so big, and why they're typically like fairly neutral in the goings on around them, and why they're more charismatic because they've got like Moonstone Dragons tend to run not in packs, but they have a bit more of like a society than like chromatic dragons. And then you hear about sort of folklore about them being like able to help creatures sleep if they're troubled or potentially dealing with like insomnia, or if they don't want to get into a fight with a creature, then they'll maybe put them to sleep. And then other creatures which have provoked their ire, or they don't think are worthy of saving, they'll hit them with their more offensive weapons, and hitting them with their spell casting, which they can turn invisible and grant themselves advantage on being able to perceive you and things like that, or their radiant breath weapon. Nothing to explain what you have found, and none of the spell casting you were able to glean had anything to do with conjuration magic. Actually, is that true? Are you a conjuration spell? No, you're not. Nothing to do with conjuration magic. And then
the entire tome, or I'm guessing it's just a part of the tome, right? Because Audric's gonna
yeah,
get
it's all
arrested.
yeah. Audric, I think, just comes up to you and sort of like yoink the next morning. Maybe the two of you working on it together might be able to find some kind of connection, or but regardless, if you find out the connection between the Moonstone Dragons and this orb, if there is one, you find that maybe Owen has a decent collection of dragon information, that if you were aware of a potential dragon you were going to fight, it could be helpful to try and help you prepare, or even just passive knowledge, so if you came across one in the wild, you might have a bit better of an idea of how to fight it.
It's actually quite better, yeah. We could always visit. Get some info.
Oh, I also have this thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention this thing last night. I just hold up the little sending stone he gave me.
Yeah. Which, Fergus, did you hear the description of the sending stone?
I did, yeah, briefly.
Like an anchor speaker, basically.
Kinda.
Yeah, sorry, I've just been turning off my mic and camera because, like Harrow, I also do not sleep very well, and I thought it's very rude to go on.
Don't worry about it, man. We'll be wrapping up soon anyway. So you guys gather yourselves. You have a meal of whichever you desire in the tavern, and you head up your couple of floors to Vaustan.
Before I leave, I will just mention to I'll ask the innkeeper's name because I didn't before, and then I'll let him know that someone will be down eventually to teach him how to create my trinkets.
Excuse me. His name is Lognas Bristlechest.
Oh shit! You know, have a simple name or something.
Log now.
I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you Log.
Log. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So log now. Bristle chest. So you guys make your way to Vaustan, and he's sort of in the same room, and as you guys sort of get settled, and I assume sit a little closer together now that you've had a bit of time together. He this next mission, I'm not happy about it. You guys are going to be away for a while. So, get whatever supplies you can. You guys, not really your emblems are only good in Annam Dra Ha Dun for supplies and the like. And this, I can't do it justice, but this voice is filling the space. It's like, if you're too close to him, it's almost offensive concussion on your ears. Like this voice is coming out of lungs the size of tree trunks and boulders, you know. It's hard to do giants justice in roleplay. There's a nearby village. Well, I say nearby, and I say village. It's a village to me, but you guys would probably call it some kind of city. It's about a week and a half's ride to the east, called Beckinsale. It's under our territory, but it's a fringe town. Not a million miles away from Dragon territory. There's been reports of some kind of draconic activity, maybe even a cult showing up in there. I want you guys to wipe it out, all but one. I want one brought back alive for questioning. But,
Which was that one?
what was that, sir?
Is there any particular one that you want to like?
Try and find the most senior one you can, but anyone will do. We'll break him when we get back. Now, I'm not happy about this because we don't know their numbers. We don't know how strong they are. So you guys are going to have to rely a lot on your wits, and I mean trust nobody.
Understood.
Get what you can, and get out of here.
Roger that. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of rope on me. I've got manacles from my time as a guard that I've kept all these years. And I've got snare arrows and entangling nets. So kind of a smash and grab and a light kidnapping is light work for a bounty hunter like myself.
He's got his own show in the mid-2000s. So, is there any supplies you guys would like to get before you would leave?
I don't know, should we check in on getting some more potions if we can, or we can buy some needed?
So, you...
Well, we'll go to a city. Might be worth keeping some coin to splash out there.
Well, you kind of get a lot of things for... You can get
free, yeah,
standard supplies for free. If you were to get like any kind of like magical weapons or +1s or anything like that, you would need to pay for them. But regular healing potions you can get on the emblem. And going back to that merchant that you were at last time, which I've forgotten the name of, you can get like 3 potions of healing, 3 regular potions of healing for free.
Yeah. Oh, let's get that. We just gonna skip that conversation and skip that.
Yeah, we're just gonna. We can kind of, if whatever supplies you want to get, let me know, and we'll kind of
roleplay the price of rope.
Wow, now
I'll take one of the potions and just hand it out to, I don't know who would need it. I'll say the good lad would need it.
Yeah, I'm happy to accept a healing potion. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm guessing the other one who would like. Who else fights in melee and shit? And I'll just keep one. I just don't need another one if somebody else want to take it.
Emir's really your only frontline fighter, depending on what Audric does.
Well,
Yeah.
for now, I stand back and shoot my crossbow. For now.
You know what subclass you're going at?
I do.
Very excited to see it.
I am a small man with a height complex. What class do you think I'm going to go to augment my height?
Power armor.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be a frontline wrestler then.
Oh, you doing armorer, or are you going with the new Unearthed Arcana for Juggernaut, which is like where you get Hulk?
I'm playing 2014, so I'm going to go armorer.
Yeah, have you seen the new Unearthed Arcana? You make Hulkbuster essentially for the armorer.
That's cool.
Yeah, but all your basic alchem, all your basic artificer stuff is just crap though.
Instead of having stealth or regular armor, there's also Dreadnought, whatever it's called, or Juggernaut, whatever it's called. There's also an option.
Well, I don't think I need anything.
But if you're a small man, having a
Yeah, to be fair, I know me in Juggernaut armor is quite funny.
So you guys get what supplies you need. I will give you till next session to think about it. You know, you're kind of on the spot here. Like I say, nothing crazy. Most standard stuff you can get at a fairly limitless supply for free. You head out the main thoroughfare, and you're heading towards the east. You prepare for a week and a half ride with your chosen mounts. Bragg, you can now choose whichever mount you would like, which I will also give you time until the next session to think about what you want, whether it's a giant rat or a giant wolf or a no new octopus or something. I don't know.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
I chose a boar because if we're desperate, we can eat it.
Yep.
I can't pick dragon. No.
No, you can't pick dragon.
No.
Pick dragon.
You gotta ask, you know.
You can pick a bigger, stupider giant, like a cyclops. God of War style. And as you guys head out towards the east, we are going to end the session there for tonight.
Giant squirrel.
A giant squirrel. So just a heads up, I am gonna be in England for a couple of weeks from the 24th. So I probably won't be able to play. I'm not saying definitely not, but I probably won't be able to play. But it'll give me time to get more prep done. And good news, you's all leveled up. You all hit level.
Oh shit!
Dale, I've just sent the Dreadnought Snippy from the Unearthed Arcana for your double cat.
Leveling up will be fairly quick till you guys hit like level 4 or 5. Yeah. Everyone wants to get their build online because up to then you're kind of like.
Without the subclass, it's like the same, isn't it? Yeah.
So up to like level 4 or 5, it'll be fairly quick, and then it'll slow down a good chunk. But yeah, let me know what supplies you want to grab. Michael, let me know what mount you want.
I get a giant lizard.
Giant lizard, cool.
Nice.
It basically is like, I suppose
wow,
you know what? Use this.
No, sorry, I read something better. Giant badger, final answer.
Yep, giant badger. If we ever brought them into combat, you can use their stats, like the giant badger or the giant boar or whatever.
Eventually, I will learn how to become an animal and just be my own mount. So
yeah, but you can only use that for so long.
I'm so gutted that I'm not.
Yeah, the badger will run alongside me and tell him I'm finished being a badger.
We should absolutely have a bard just going badger, 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 badger.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at the lack of frontline fighters. You know,
Well, there was supposed to be 2 barbs. So.
Milano
I
is sort
can
of not shown.
do a little. It's Jack. I don't know why his Discord name is Emiliano. I think him and Stu are planning to be. We're excited, engaged, but I think they just unfortunately the 2 weeks we've been playing, they've had random Thursday shifts.
Hey, that happens.
I could
Shit
be wrong.
happens. Life happens. If they are still interested in playing, I don't mind.
I think Stu said his was going to be like a Lord Flashheart kind of elven rapier wielding.
I love Lord Flashheart.
Fighter.
That'd be so cool. The only thing
Yeah.
that made me worry about Jack's character is that they're chaotic evil. I was like, oh, just I don't mind it. Just don't be too chaotic evil about it.
Yeah, not a murderer. But I think it's more because at our table he's an absolutely righteous kind of paladin-like.
You want to go the other
lawful
side.
good. So he wants to play against Typh, exactly.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Oh, I get a fighting style feat. I can get a +2 to archery and finally not miss everything.
But as always, I appreciate you guys playing and engaging with the story. Hopefully, you can get Jack and Stu if their stuff lines up. Be great. And yeah, the games will get better as we all get the dynamic of the party together, and I shake off this rust that I have of DMing at the minute.
It's going pretty well so far. I'm enjoying it. It's going good. Can't wait next time.
It's
Oh,
this
ideal.
level, by the way, I
Danger
get
sense
wild
and
shit.
reckless attack.
Haha!
Also, Fergus, did you twig the reference I was making out of curiosity?
No. What was the reference?
No, I'm not gonna say. You'll get it eventually, but I thought
Owen
the way
and
you were
Alex.
smiling. Yeah.
I was like, oh, is he just doing player characters in the
No.
Owen's a pal of ours. Yeah, Owen's a pal of ours. So we were like, this
nothing
guy
like that.
Owen.
No,
Yeah.
nothing like that. There is a. I don't know. I can never. Naomiism, my wife. Can never hold my own water. I've got what I think is a fairly cool cameo situation going on here, but I don't want to give it away.
Interesting.
It may come clear as their attitudes, etc., to each other blossom. Shall we say? But yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for playing. And I don't know when it could be the better part of a month before we play again, but I will use that time wisely. But yeah. So, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries.
Yeah.